What's up? What's up? We are we are on location. This is Wolfgang on the dais. This is set in the west. The the investigation that's going on with this artist David D4VD. I am pretty much a block away from where they found the vehicle last week, or actually it wasn't last week. It was earlier this month. So actually almost 2 weeks ago, I believe they found that um, vehicle, the Tesla, parked over here in what they call it Hollywood Hills. This is more or less like the Sunset Hills. In fact, if y'all want to do a little tour, we can. I'll walk around the neighborhood. And they ain't gonna be looking at me crazy because I'm from over here. Now I'm like right above Beverly Hills in the area, off of Doheny Drive, Doheny Place. What's up, Patricia Blair? What's up? Okay, Auntie Leah, that's what's up. I hope they're winning halftime at the children's football game. That's what's up. Yeah, I decided let me just come on over here and kind of see what what's going on. A lot of there's not a lot of hoopla that happens over here. Like I said, the only gang activity I saw was uh, uh, two crows attacking a hawk. That's it. What's up, young Jay? So the situation right now, though, is the rising star. I guess his name is David or D4VD. D4VD. What kind of name is D4VD? 4VD. I know a lot of y'all, a lot of these ratchets D4VD. Shout out to Sexy Red. Now, no disrespect. I ain't trying to have her come looking for me. But yeah, rising star, pop star, D4VD or David, whatever that is. He canceled his tour. He had a leg of his tour that was going to be in the UK and in London, I believe. Europe and the UK. I said the UK and London. I'm tripping. The UK pretty much is Great Britain. Y'all know the United Kingdom and Europe. So he had a tour where he was supposed to start the leg off of that tour. Was it next month? He actually has a venue where he's supposed to be performing tonight, which is the Greek Theater, which is not far from here. Canceled that. He canceled the show that he had in, I believe it was the Bay Area, or was it? Yeah, I believe it was the Bay Area. So multiple venues stopped. Um, he's had multiple venues where he's supposed to be, pretty much. No, Jaguar didn't come on yet. She's coming on now. This is her right here. Um, yeah, they said, like, did you come on yet? They only come on here for you. Oh man, why you have this guy up next to me? That's all good. No,
Well, I'm sure
we're
he hasn't
in.
been home in quite some time. I want to make sure he
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find the exact house where he's renting. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But I just wanted to speak on what was going on with the Ticketmaster schedule, the tour schedule. So he had a tour that he was supposed to have started in the UK and Europe, what, next month, into this month, but it has
it
definitely
was the
been
second.
canceled.
It was the second leg though of the Wither
Yeah,
tour that he's been on.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it has been canceled because they found the
finally.
body of a young lady inside a Tesla registered to him not too far from here. So if anybody, if y'all can find the exact address, you guys want to put it in the chat, let me know. I just know it's the 1300 block, 1400 block of Doheny. I'm right here, Doheny Drive, 1400 North. So y'all know where I'll be. I'll be everywhere.
Well,
Pull up.
it's it seems to be a two-level structure. The garages are down at the bottom
Hmm.
and the rest of the living space is up top. I think there's another property around there. I mean, the truth is these are some pretty high rent houses.
Oh no, no, this is well, a lot of times a lot of people kind of live here, but they don't live here like they don't rent it out, or it's just a lot of celebrities, a lot of people that are movie stars live closer to the studio because
I
studios are
know.
really.
Alan Thick doesn't
A lot
live
of
far.
times
Well,
they
Alan
rent.
Thick's old house isn't far from there. I used to come up there.
Hmm. How many times you been up here?
You.
Hmm.
I mean, that is Sunset Hills, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sunset Hills. Yeah.
Yeah. Right off of La Cienega, where La
Yeah.
Cienega and Sunset is, like right there behind it.
Yeah. So actually, I think
Yeah.
that one's where's that? That one's further east of me. I'm closer to Beverly Hills right now. In all actuality, because
I mean,
Doheny
it
pretty
is a
much goes
sprawling
through.
area.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. What's up, Margie? What's up, everybody? Nice to is in the house, of course. Look. So let me just break down a little bit of what's been going on so far, because we're gonna finish everything in about an hour. We're gonna go over the Jaguar, and um, I'll probably have a better idea logistically where the house is. But right now, what's going on is he is canceling his tour. There was a body found in a Tesla truck registered to him with uh, Texas plates, and it was pretty much. I honestly think it was right here, but I don't want to guess. But they said they found the truck here. There was a foul odor that was coming from the truck, and it was
Well,
sitting
I
around for
mean,
like
if you want to
2
get to all
days.
of the details, because we've been talking about it, other people have been talking about it. There's been
Hmm.
some stuff that got screwed around. Some information for me. Uh, when we initially heard about the shush tattoo, it was said that it was on her middle finger. Actually, it was on their index finger. They both shared that. So I want to correct that now. I don't ever want
Yeah,
anyone think that I'm like comfortable with giving out misinformation. Because I'm not. So we found that out. Kadisha Lynn has been doing an awesome job keeping up with a bunch of
yeah,
things. I've been looking into a bunch of things. And I haven't wanted to talk too much because honestly, what I've been really paying attention to is the disinformation.
yeah.
And there is some audio attached to some shorts that I've seen that are quite troubling, quite troubling. And what makes them so troubling are the dates and times which it was released.
Hmm.
So now that we're all starting to catch up on timeline, I think the last video that Kadisha had done, the friends had been stating that they had lost contact with her mid
A
early
month.
early mid August.
Yeah, early to
Now
mid August,
his
and then
yeah,
they found the truck in well, they discovered the truck September 8th. So that was
actually no, that's not true. They discovered her in the trunk of the car in impound on September 8th.
oh, so
Her
the
birthday,
truck.
exactly. Her body wasn't discovered before they impounded the car. See, this is the thing. People are messing up the timeline. The
Okay,
car had already been confiscated from the neighborhood that you're in and taken to the lot. And it was when it was in the lot that had been discovered. Now, that's kind of interesting to me. Maybe, I don't know. I guess that area where that house is, it's kind of high up. So maybe it's breezy.
well, you're hearing something? What?
No, I'm just saying, I'm assuming that
Oh, you're
there's a
talking
lot of
about?
wind. Yeah, it's breezy up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely. If I go further up, let me turn it around. Look, because you can see. I'm actually walking down one of the streets, so you can kind of see. Like if I go further, you can really see the skyline, the new
Yeah.
construction building here. I'm actually just going to go to the 1300 block of Doheny, but
Okay.
yeah, it is kind of up there. You can see, and I'm not even way up, but I'm definitely above Sunset Boulevard. You can see the buildings over there, and you see how LA. You see it, right? So yeah, it gets kind of breezy here.
So maybe that's how I'm trying to figure out how the people that hooked the car up and towed the car didn't smell the smell coming from the car.
But neighbors said they smelt it. It was sitting. They said she would walk by every day.
So one of the
No,
neighbors said that they did smell it.
said it smelled like foul, like. I believe it. They said it was sitting for 3 weeks. That's the thing. That's why I was in the see. This is
So
why I
you're
came here
telling me
because number one,
so when they hooked the car up, the smell was already emanating from the car. People already smelled it. Cause that's the part that didn't make any sense to me. And guys, listen to me. We're live on location. Please hit that like. Let everybody know that we're here. And part of the reason why we're live on location is because we want everybody to get a real good understanding of what this neighborhood looks like.
so if you guys understand LA, they said this was they call it the what is it, the bird trees, but I mean the bird hills. You see,
Hmm.
bluebird, Doheny. So this is, and you see here it says no parking. I'm just letting everybody know you cannot just kind of park your car. This is not like regular residential LA where you just park your car because the streets are very narrow. Look, this is a 2 lane street. I am on a 2 lane street. And you can see behind me, see how that's why I said I can go up. I think I will go up. But for the most part, you don't just leave cars sitting here. They said the car was sitting
No.
for 3 weeks. That's what they said. That the car was sitting for 3 weeks. And then they decided to tow. Going
So
with the
and not
timeline
only that, let's
of
not
the last time
forget.
her friends hurt her.
No, but I mean, let's not forget that this is a pretty affluent neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's got to be
Yeah.
an HOA. There's got to be some nosy people that live in the neighborhood. Like, for instance, when we went to go get the footage over at OJ's old house, and they tried to lie to us and tell us that we weren't at OJ's old house, and
Mhm.
they forgot that they
Mhm.
were lying to us about it, and it was two older, what was it, Jewish women who
Yep.
came
Mhm.
up like gangbusters on us to try
Right.
to get us out of the neighborhood because they don't like anyone coming around
Right.
bothering or disturbing anything. So once again, I'm not saying that this is as prestigious as where, OJ and Nicole
No,
were living.
it is. It is a little bit more. It's actually a little bit more. This might actually be the house, though. To be honest, tell me what you think. Because
So let me take a look.
no, I don't think this is it.
No, that's not it.
No,
That's not it. Um,
you got froze. Is it me or is it?
what?
I thought you were frozen.
No,
Like, is
I
it
was
me?
reading something.
Oh, oh. Well, probably what Mel said. Thank you, T. Yeah, I'm actually walking more toward where they found the car. So this is the street where they found it. Um, I got to go back to the. See. I'm not super nosy. I mean, I'm investigative, but I'm not nosy like that, right? So, um, and of course, they didn't address. They didn't put the address where.
Well, no, they didn't put the address, and technically, they weren't supposed to make the mistake of saying what the street was either, but they weren't really paying attention.
Okay. but overall, see, the thing is you know what that does when you put
What's really
certain.
funny is that TMZ knew the address. They knew the address.
Oh, of course, they know everything. Well, I told you, TMZ got the police, they got PIs, they got all kind of snitches. Adam 22 allegedly, all of them
See, this
working
is the
for
thing I don't understand. Are they a journalistic hub or are they agents of government?
him. A little bit of both, more to the
How?
latter, more to the
How?
latter.
Yeah, but how?
Yeah,
You know?
you can easily get lost over here, y'all.
You're in Lake Elsinore. I'm sure the town is reveling. And our
Yeah, Lake
condolences go
Elsinore,
out to you.
further south. Yeah, it's further south from here.
About an
Yeah,
hour away.
yeah. Okay,
So, like,
let me
this is the
walk up.
thing that I'm trying to understand. So, the car was
So yeah,
abandoned for
this
weeks
is
in
where they
this
found it.
neighborhood.
This is where they
In
found
this
it.
neighborhood.
This is where I'm at, 1300 block of Doheny, and this is the 1300. I think when I
Around the
looked,
corner.
it was down here. I think this is where they. I could go up. No, that's Cordell. Let me just go down Doheny. Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is the reason why they don't highlight too much about where, because what it does is,
It
it
brings
drops the
traffic
property value and the property value. Think about
and the property value.
when we
Yeah.
went over there where the OJ situation, how they tried to deflect it and say, "Oh no, it wasn't over here." It's because I'm sure their property,
It
the
was
values of their
affected.
home took a hit. Yeah,
Look, listen to me. Over there, Diddy's house around the corner from where Hugh Hefner used to live. That really messed it up. That raid, it messed up the property value over there as well. And I'm
yeah,
sure it still
yeah,
is.
yep, yep, yeah. I believe it was right here. I believe this is where it was found, right here, because this looks familiar. I'm gonna walk back up, but I believe because you
Which
could
is
park there.
bizarre.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
bizarre because I want everyone to look at this neighborhood. They had a Tesla abandoned on that street in that neighborhood with
and
Texas
technically
tags on
you're
it.
not supposed to park here. You ain't supposed to park nowhere
You're
around here.
not even supposed to be parking on the streets.
No,
You're supposed to park
no,
on the property in the driveway. Like it's
yeah. And trust me, there's cameras everywhere. So I'm sure
once again everywhere.
cameras are everywhere. So it's not like whoever dumped the car is going to get away with it. I'm sure they know who did it.
Want to know what's funny? Why are they acting like they don't?
Yeah,
We wanted everybody to have a good look. And we appreciate everybody that's here, but we would appreciate if please hit the like button. They be tripping on notifications. Please hit the like button.
yeah. This is the location. So
This is not
this
going
is
to be the
Doheny
same tour
Drive.
that you're getting from the news. This is not going to be the same tour that you're going to get from the surveillance that's up there. Thank you, Mayad.
This is
We want everyone to have a good look.
okay. So I'm gonna just continue to go down Fordell Drive, but I just passed Doheny Drive. I was on Doheny
Right.
Place, and I'm gonna go back. But I definitely wanted everyone to kind of see what type of neighborhood. There are no trap houses here. It's very, very quiet. And like I said, trust me,
It
surveillance.
might be secluded. It might be secluded, but people are nosy. And people want to know what's going on in their neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they've been instructed not to pay attention to what's
Right.
going on in their neighborhood.
Okay, so we're on the other side. I don't think it's over here. Nothing's over here. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll just say it's highly likely. Because look at this street. You think this is this is pretty much like a driveway, so
Right.
you can't just park. I just wanted people to understand as far as the way LA is and the way it's set up and how the streets are laid out. You can't just park anywhere. So I literally said, let me come by here just to kind of see how the layout is. And it's definitely not on this side. It wasn't on this side for sure.
Yeah.
Um, Somebody asked Mel Tucker what happened. What's going on? We pay attention to the chat a little bit. Oh, it says better than the news. I appreciate it. I try. We're trying. We're trying. That's all we can do is just try. But
Well, we want everybody to have an accurate picture. You know, you see the surveillance stuff that they're showing on the news, you see the stuff that TMZ showed, but nobody's getting a real idea of what's actually going on or what this neighborhood looks like. You see the
right.
aerial shots from down low, you see the garage, but what we want everyone to understand is that there's a lot of grave oversight going on.
That was private security. I should have stopped and asked him. But see, that's the thing.
No, he ain't gonna tell
That's
you
private
nothing.
security. Well, I know. Not like he, paid to. But this is what I'm telling everyone. Pay attention. That was private security that just drove by. What did what did R. Kelly say? Not to quote that creep, but what did he say up in Fiesta with Jay Z? There's no police
Mm,
and sheriffs in the hood.
yep.
I moved my family um, out the block from the hood to the hills. There are no police and sheriffs. Yeah, because you will likely have
Private
um,
security.
private security roaming, and the private
Or
security
a
they
paid
pick
for
and choose
or a paid for police detail.
that part.
Because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't understand. A lot of LA cops moonlight as private security for a lot of celebrities.
Well, that's what I was saying. I said TMZ more than likely has a lot of LA cops on their payroll. I used to work for one. Shout out to the one I used to work for when I was in high school. When I got out of high school, I worked security, and that's how I
Mm,
was able to, work them parties where I met Ghost, where I met ODB. He was a cop,
yeah.
and they know everything. They be man, they know so much. Like there's so much stuff that be covered up that, especially back in the '90s, that they made sure that it didn't get out because they got to have those type of connections. So, yeah, yeah, like you said, they moonlight.
That's where we are. That's where we are, Haley.
Son said, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm exactly on that street. So I honestly think, let me just go back. Let me go back to that place because I think the
To begin late July, early August. From what I believe, it started like August 2nd. And the last time anyone who that was in touch with Celeste heard from her, they said it might have been somewhere around early to mid August. So her body was found inside the frunk, which is the front trunk of the Tesla, on the 8th, the day after her birthday. I think it's fair to say if they found her already decomposed, She never lived to see her birthday. She was 14 when she passed away. The car
I
had
think
been
it,
abandoned, they said, for
and I,
3 weeks
and I
before it
think
was
it was on
taken
this
into
street.
the lot
I think it was on this street right here. I think that was it. Where it was at? It was sitting probably right there.
because it was around the corner from Doheny Place, which is off Doheny Drive.
Well, Doheny Place is where I'm at right now.
Right. But I'm
So maybe it
saying
was
where
on
we
Cordell.
were coming from
We were on
Doheny.
Doheny Drive.
Right.
We were on Doheny Drive. Yeah.
So this is in the
People.
tuck.
Yeah. That's why I say that kind of looks like the
Hold on a
house. That's why I
second.
wanted.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Stop right there. Stop right there. That's a double that's a double
Yeah.
garage, isn't
That's what
it?
I say. That's yeah. That's what I say. It kind of looks. Well, no, that's not the. That's something else. That's not a double.
No, I'm looking at because I'm looking at the gate. I'm trying to see if we see the double garage because it's a 2 or 3 car garage that's attached to the house.
Okay.
The house the house goes for no, it's a 3 car garage. This is a 20-year-old kid living in a house that goes for 20,000 a month. That's being rented by his manager, Josh Marshall. And see, we need to talk a little bit more about Mr. Marshall and Mogul Vision with his very small roster. I did a little looking at the company and the company
Mhm.
charter.
Mhm.
Okay. Number one, I think he has a background in finance.
Okay.
That's a nosy ass dog trying to figure out who's there.
So boxer.
Oh,
As long as this ass don't hop that fence. Private property guards on duty.
uh huh.
I'm going up the other street to kind of see if it looks familiar, but I doubt it. And I'll head back. Oh, well, this is a block away. I don't know.
Huh.
Could have parked here as well. Could have been parked over here.
Now that's park right there
Yeah, because you see it's
by a
parking
gate.
here.
Was that a gate or is it just a street?
No, this is street.
I'm
The gate
catching
is up
glare.
here.
Okay.
Let me get you out the glare. Yeah, the gate is up here. Yeah. Okay, let me get you out the glare. Yeah, the this house looks kind of doesn't look like it though, but let me
Mm.
just keep going. Let
Most
me
of the
keep
view that
going.
they had on that house was aerial,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do,
except for the
I'm
pictures
gonna
that they
sit.
took when they were in the driveway.
What I'm gonna do is sit, and I'm gonna look. That's all I'm gonna do. That's not
I just
house
don't
kind of looks
understand.
familiar,
No,
but
I
this
don't
is
think that's it though, because it was
this
like
isn't the
tucked
place.
in. It was tucked
Yeah,
in. It wasn't facing the street. It was tucked in. Like you pulled into the garage and then it was. This isn't the kind of neighborhood where you can just abandon a car.
not at all. You see what this says?
Within a week,
No parking
someone
anytime.
seems to be calling to ask, why is the car there, especially with out of state tags?
More parking, but oh, they're doing construction over there. Let me go check that out.
There's a recording of someone filming the Tesla and it was playing creepy music.
Really? You got to send that over, my kid. You got to send that over.
No way this kid should be allowed to make the type of songs he was making. Listen to me, honey. We're going to be talking about that over on the Jaguar Wright effect. There's a lot we need to
Yeah,
discuss. Right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
we're just trying to give everybody an honest lay of the land so everyone can get a view of what this neighborhood looks like and how something like this happened in a neighborhood like this and nobody seemed to have a clue of what was going on.
No authorized parking, unauthorized parking. Somebody's building their mini mansion here. I'm not mad. They tore that must have been a tear down. Okay, this is just a dead end.
Yeah.
I done made my way to a dead end. But you
Like
can
this is a
see,
secluded, it's secluded. This is
but you
secluded.
can see if you
Yeah.
look out,
Look down the hills, yeah.
look,
That's the wild shit
that's
about being
LA.
out there in the hills. Yeah, that's LA.
That's LA.
You know, that's the
Yeah,
interesting thing about living in the hills. Like people don't realize how far up you are. Like trying to get away up there on foot, like if you're in danger and you're trying to get away, you better be in good shape. And 9 times out of 10, if you're trying to get away from whoever you're trying to get away from, you're going to have to hop that fence and take that roll.
yeah. Like Roddy Piper did on They Live.
On They Live, yeah.
When he,
Like it's like seriously, it's not it's not what you think. And welcome to everyone that's here. Welcome to
oh,
all
we got
800 and
800
some
people.
odd
I
people in the
appreciate it.
room.
We
But we
appreciate it.
could do a lot better on those likes. Could we get at least 300 more likes, guys? That would be
Y'all hit the
appreciated.
like button. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna stop for a minute, and in about 30 minutes, we're gonna go over to Jaguar's channel, and I'm gonna really find the location. Oh, it's another view. You see how you could just
Yeah.
this is
It's
Sunset
steep.
Boulevard.
It's steep. Yeah, it's a ways
Yeah. You,
down to the boulevard from there.
yep. You're not just. It's not a one. It's not
Should
just a.
flash your home to this.
Yeah. It's not just a one shot deal either. You gotta. Yeah.
We'll have to put
Yeah.
some work into getting down there.
But y'all can see, I'm trekking back to Doheny, and this was a Doheny place. So this was a block away. If reports are saying that they found the car a block away from that location, could have
They
been
said a
likely
block
this
or
through here.
so.
Yeah.
It could have been
So,
there. It could have been on
well, you
the
see,
other
there was a
side. But
dead.
either way,
You see, it was a
either
dead end over
way,
here.
yeah. But either way, there's no way in that neighborhood a car should be abandoned for 3 weeks and nobody asks a question before it's towed.
Right.
No way,
Right.
especially with out of
Yeah.
state tactics. And so people are saying that they could smell something coming from the car before it was towed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Texas plates. Come on.
So they tow the car without checking it. They didn't pop anything. Like if you smell something coming from a car, somebody said there's an abandoned car here and there's a nasty smell coming from it. It seems like the police should have been called before the tow company was called and they should have done some investigation there. So why didn't that happen?
It's a car. What police have to work on is articulable suspicion. The smell is enough for them to say that's suspicious.
Yeah, they took to pop the car. So then the car gets towed
Yeah, yeah,
and it sits in the lot for a few days. And then someone notices the smell again, and that's the 8th. That's the 8th of September.
yeah.
They said the car was sitting abandoned for 3 weeks.
Before it got
If the
towed,
car
so
before it got towed, so we're talking,
mid August, it was
or
sitting.
maybe not even mid, more like second week of August, first week of it could be first week of August. It's his first show was early August. Actually, hold on a second. Let me like I'm still kind of troubled at the fact that people aren't troubled with this guy's merchandise.
Yeah, he had all of the lower chakra, the red, the blood, just like it's alarming. Like if you really if you look at it, it's I don't know. I mean, I remember, shout out to the Grave Diggers and RZA and that horrorcore movement that they had in hip hop, but I don't think they had too much gory stuff like this, merchandise with blood. It wasn't
Do you
to
know
this
what he
level.
looks like? He looks like he's Dexter's son.
The black adopted kid. There we go.
Like that's he had all of his merch was this gory
Let me
craziness.
turn it around because this area could have been a place to park. Just FYI, I'm just going off of, you know, what I
Siri,
see.
when was David's first show? Actually, when and where was David's first show? Okay. Thank you. Siri, when and where was the first show for D4VD Withered Tour? Okay, I don't want that because that they already got tour dates up for 2026.
Oh, wow.
They trying to make money off this kid.
Now I'm lost.
No, you're not.
Now I know where I parked. I'm just like, I got spun around.
Okay, let's look it up here. All right, it's showing me prior dates now. It's not showing me the prior dates. Okay. Siri, what was the first date for the D4VD Withered Tour 2025? Okay. D4VD's Withered World Tour opens with Emotion, Intimacy, and Promise. San Francisco.
San Francisco, what date?
It says July 30th was the first date, but that's still in California. I need to see when the rest of the dates were because the truth is that was the first date. He could have went there and come back home.
Yeah.
He could have went there and come back home easily.
Yeah. I'm sure that's likely what he did.
See, if he did that, started off the tour, came back home.
Okay. I'm not sure if hell got my 1,000 steps or 10,000 steps. Whew,
Yes, on hills.
I'm sweating like
It
a
is.
whore in church.
It's a very wild case. It's a very wild case. I just want everybody to be very, very, very clear that there's something off with the discovery of this car. There's something off with how long that car was allowed to sit there. And if people were smelling something coming from that car before it was towed, why didn't the police investigate before it was taken away? Because the truth is, it should have been in a police impound lot, not a tow yard.
That was a, I think that was an
It was
official.
police. It was.
Yeah,
It was
it
police
was. Yeah,
impound.
yeah. The one off Hollywood Boulevard, I believe that's LAPD. I'll double
So
check.
it was in police impound,
Yeah,
and someone smelled that coming from it with officers and all of that, and nobody went in that car until the 8th. The first city outside of Cali was Phoenix, Arizona on the 6th of August. Thank you. Anything in California? Outside of California, whether they were flying or on a tour bus, that would have put him in range of being around when the car was towed because it had been sitting in the impound for a couple of days before they went inside it. Incident, and this kind of fell to the backdrop until she was identified. I'm telling you. Well, there are pictures now that have surfaced of him cleaning something red off of shoes in the garage of the house over there on Doheny. The car was picked up early September. I'm assuming probably somewhere between, because they're not being very forthcoming with the details of exactly when the car got to the tow yard. They said it had been sitting for a few days. Cop talk could be anywhere from 2 to 5 days. So if it was discovered on the 8th, it could have been there as early as the 3rd or the 4th. You want to know what's disturbing me though? This alter ego that Kadisha Lynn stumbled upon. This alter ego that was supposed to be Japanese anime, and he created his own story. And in the story, this Atami character, which translates into pain, was committing all kinds of unalivements. And then his split personality would come back and investigate his own crimes. He had a show on the 5th of August in Delmore, California, then Phoenix, Arizona on the 6th. Okay, thank you.
I think I found the house.
Yeah.
I might, but we'll keep going, and then I'm gonna end this, and then of course we're gonna go over to you, to your channel, and we'll confirm it.
This kid has been obsessed with death and gore for a while now, like a while. Is anybody not paying attention to the fact that even the video that he did with Kali Uchis, what is it called? Crashing? The obsession with all of that red. And he was in the yarn picture. It's in my thumbnail for the next live we're about to do over on the Jaguar Wright effect. Yes, all new Tesla vehicles are equipped with an extensive camera system. Yeah, camera and recording.
Hmm.
Natanya Rubin, salute to the dopest nerd. She was actually telling us a story about how some hustlers was looking out for a guy and they told him because he had a Tesla that they would watch out for his car. Little did they know they was hustling and all of that in front of this guy's car. And all of the guys ended up getting arrested because the
Yeah, that's
guy's
true.
car was the informant.
Hmm.
They were looking out for him and his car busted them. She wasn't missing for 2 years. I believe she initially went missing in 2020. I think somewhere between March
April.
to April, like late March to April. The teacher who's now to his new students, um, the teacher confirmed that she came back. She was brought back. She was discovered after already being with him. And then after that, after she came home, she ran away again. And then that's when she was gone until now, until she was found. So I think she ran away again in like May of 2024. So May to May, that's 1 year. June, July, August. Can't really count September, really. Um, yeah, so she was gone for 15 months, almost, not quite a year and a half, but what I'm not getting is why the police didn't arrest him the first time for at least custodial interference, if not kidnapping. She ran away, but she ran away with someone who was an adult. He was already of age. He was 18 years old. You see the kind of houses that are in this neighborhood. You see what's going on. You see the kind of money that's being thrown around this situation. Private security riding around the neighborhood. He's in that house doing TikToks with Cat's Eye and with Selena Gomez's boyfriend or husband or whoever. Like, there's a lot going on here. But there is another kid that was making content and making music with David. And he said back in 2023, someone had brought it to his attention that he had been bride and grooming um other young people, other small people in his Discord. This guy was in his Discord. He said he had heard about Celeste, but he didn't know Celeste. These were other girls. And see, this is the conversation we're about to get in over on the effect. Um, because apparently David's legal team contacted this kid. And by the way, this kid is now just 18. So when this happened, he was 16. So even he was underage, and David was 18. Yeah, Discord is a problem.
Hmm.
Discord is a big problem. Discord is just as big a problem as Roblox, maybe even worse. So the legal team, which for an 18-year-old kid, he signed, right? The company, Mogul, what is it, Mogul Vision, it first struck up a deal with Arista and then moved over. Welcome, Mel Tucker.
Thank you,
And
Wes.
then
Come on now.
moved over um to Interscope, Geffen, A&M, IGA, which of course is all under the Universal Music Group. And we all know about UMG, especially thanks to Drake and his lawsuits. You know what kind of entities we're dealing with here. So this kid said that David's legal team came after him, cited him for defamation and slander, said it was all lies. David told him that these young girls that were saying that he was, bride and grooming, they were all clout chasers. These children we're talking about. He
Hmm.
called them clout chasers. And so the story that they came up with was, rather than saying that the reason why they took his song down and all of that he did with David, rather than saying that it was because of the accusation of stat grape and bride and grooming, that it was because he had leaked some music instead. So they were very, 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 this legal team was very, 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 very interested in controlling the narrative that would make him look like a predator. This isn't Celeste, but he did know Celeste at this time because it's looking like there was interaction on Discord with Celeste starting back in 2022, which would mean she was 11 going on 12. You know, when you get inside somebody's head via the internet, it can be very, very, very intense and very deep. But for it to be a younger guy who is of age, who is famous, who is making money, and he selects you and you're his special friend, and you guys have this secret Romeo and Juliet thing going on. He had her. He had her, and now they're saying that there was another tattoo and there was some kind of engagement ring. They
I'm
removed his
driving
tune.
around.
They removed his tune off of Spotify. He should be removed off of all streaming platforms because if we're listening to the lyrics and we're seeing what's going on, he's been romanticizing horror and pain and hurt for years now.
So,
Once
Jag, I'm
again,
driving around, and it looks like I did drive. We walk. I did. I walked right by the house. That's what it
okay,
looks like. Yeah, I walked right by the house, and I'm going by here again to confirm. Just trying to confirm. That's all.
especially when hormones are kicking in. Well, there's text messages of her going back and forth with her friend on her Burner Instagram account, talking about being intimate, about there being a red rum show, and about how it happened with him. So it's sounding like whatever they had going on, her menses showed up while she was dealing with him, which means it's very possible she could have gotten pregnant.
Yeah. I drove. We walked right by the house. I was right on. I was right on it.
Who knows
So when
where
we,
he is right now? He is not being, and they're lying. They've been saying that he's been cooperating with the authorities all of this time, and come to find out, he ain't talking to the authorities at all. Most likely, it's the same legal team that's talking to them that talked to that young man who they made feel like crap and pretty much threatened and accosted with a legal team running down on a 16-year-old boy. I want y'all to think about that. He's 18 now. He came forward with these allegations about there being other misconduct back in 2023. And an entire legal team came after a 16-year-old kid. Riri, it's a mess. Why does YouTube still have all of his videos up? Why is his music still being promoted? Back to music videos. That video with Callie Uchis, with her in that lace bodysuit, that red, all red lace bodysuit, laying in that chair that looks like a pallet of, red rum.
yeah,
Then him staged under the that's the house.
yep,
Okay. And then him staged those red threads. That's how they do blood spatter. That's how blood spatter analysts. That's how they do their point of contact and the spray to be able to determine where the spray went. That's what in that video that he was in. He was literally singing his love song and singing all of that under the red rum splatter. And then as he gets deeper in, he starts reaching through it and then he pulls it down on himself. Like this is
yeah. It's unfortunate.
this is his merchandise.
It's
This
creepy.
is on his website. This is being sold. The title of his song alone is troubling. One of his biggest records. Romantic, comma, you know what? People are buying this. People were buying this. They were buying into this demon time. They were buying into this horror. They were buying into and he's supposed to be singing love songs, but it's all about at the show, the first show in San Francisco. He had a casket in the front vestibule before you went into the concert.
Well, let me say this before we wrap. You know, Deuteronomy 18:10 talks about all these people who are necromancers. If you guys got to look that up. If you don't know what necromancy is, talk about all these,
If you know what necrophilia is, you shouldn't have a hard time figuring out what necromancy is.
there's also, talks about the spells that these people do and all that. Like, yeah, be careful who y'all listen to. But
Like what I tell
yeah.
y'all, songs are spells. Music, these songs, they're spells. So I guess we're gonna get ready to get over to the effect.
Hmm. Yep. And you're going to be talking about from Diddy to D4DV, from Diddy to David.
Yeah. Cause at the end of the day, you sent the video on IG. Which IG did you send it to, just so I know? They be getting these kids to disrespect their parent. Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. To disrespect their parents, disrespect family, disrespect everything.
Mm.
Well, see, I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this because I'm going to talk about it from a different aspect than everybody else is talking about it. Everybody else is talking about it from, you know, her unalivement. Everyone else is talking about it because of the gory details of her unalivement. Everyone else is talking about it because he's famous, because he's this, because he's that, because it's good clickbait, because oh my goodness, because it's going to draw this. Like everyone wants to make content. What I don't understand. Oh, you sent it to both of mine? Jaguar right effect, because I'll be checking it soon. Um, understand, I've been telling y'all how dangerous this business is, how dangerous the entertainment business is. I've been telling y'all how they have no regard for human life, how their only objective is to take advantage of the public, get you to spend all of your money on all of their crap, and then leave your life and leave your communities and your families in shambles, to train them and to teach them into nothingness. You know, thank you, my kid.
Yeah.
This is not a. Everyone's going to try to make this an isolated incident. The issue that I have though is as soon as the case was announced, there was a series of shorts that popped up on AI channels, right? Popped up on AI channels, and it was already creating an alibi for David and creating misdirection for AI channels out doing content, talking about even though some of the lyrics of his songs may be disturbing, he's such a sweet guy. And there's no way he could have done it. And how there was a similar crime that was committed.
Hmm.
With the baby in it that was attached, a pop star. That should have been the car you blown up.
Yeah, it'd have been too obvious. But when we go to your channel, I'll 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 go right there in front of the house so you can see, and
Oh,
I
now they
got an
got me
idea.
glitching. They got me glitching now, huh?
Well,
Catch me if you can. We'll see you guys over on the Jaguar Right Effect.
yep.